Overtalking is where I left you, and you may have thought about it after you heard the conversation. It might have become apparent when you went to work next day, or even when you went out into the family room and one of your family started to say something to you. You might have found yourself over-talking them because you were impatient to get your point of view across. You had to get out to golf, or you had to go mow the lawns, or cook a cake or something. And so you may have found yourself, because you're now a little bit more aware of it, wow, I just cut somebody off and they didn't get to feel that I cared about what they were saying. So this piece of information I'm going to give you is singularly the most powerful thing I've ever been able to share with anybody. And it's how to stop over-talking by shutting up. But the only way you can shut up is if you have conversation happening. So this is how it goes, and it's a formula. It's not just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It goes together, and it's ask a question, listen to the answer. Ask a question about the answer, listen to the answer, and ask a question. That's A-L-A-L-A. When you do that with somebody, they actually get to feel like you are really interested in what they're going to say. And they may have responded to your question in what they do normally, their habit. And then you responded to them in the way you normally do, which is your habit. But we get onto habits in another session. Ask, listen, ask will allow you to bring honour and respect into the conversation, and it will give you information from that person that perhaps you haven't heard before. Now, in a very quick moment, a moment that will not do this in any way the respect it should have, I introduced ALALA to a very worried mother who had a son who was about to be suspended from school, and he was 16, so all of their friends said you can't talk to a 16-year-old, they don't want to be in a conversation. And they had developed this attitude in the family where there was no conversation, and the boy was about to be suspended, and he was on suicide watch. That's how far this thing had got. And she introduced into their being ask, listen, ask, where most of their conversation previously had been tell. And I'm happy to say that some 3 or 3.5 years later, the family is much more organised. The son has finished school, has a job, is off suicide watch, and that all came back down to reconnecting. And you connect with people when you ask and you listen, and you ask and you listen, and you show them that respect. That's connection, and that's leadership, and it's that easy, because nowhere in ALALA is a T for tell. So let's all suck it back up and help people be the best they can be by us being the best we can be. ALALA. Give that a go, particularly with somebody you're having a bit of a difficult situation with, and you want to show true leadership and reconnect with them. Give it a go, have a think about it, and in the book you'll find my phone number. If it didn't work, give me a call.